What if confidence isn't meant to come first? Sometimes there's so much we're capable of, so much we can step into if we would just keep going, regardless of how we feel. The truth is, a lot of us know how to keep going. We do it every day. In our homes, we show up. We tend to what's in front of us, staying organized, consistent, intentional. In education, we do the same, keeping momentum and following through, proving to ourselves that we can build something step by step. So sometimes it's not that we lack discipline. It's not that we don't know how to be consistent. It's that somewhere along the way, we've drawn a line between what feels safe to build and what feels vulnerable to pursue. There are these other desires, the ones that pull at our heart in quieter, deeper ways. The ones that ask to be seen, to be shared, to exist outside of control and certainty. And honestly, those are the ones I keep talking myself out of. Maybe it's the fear of being a beginner, of being seen before I feel ready, of exposing parts of my life that feel tender or unfinished. Maybe it's the weight of being misunderstood or not received the way I hoped. So instead of moving, I hesitate. I overthink. I wait for clarity that never fully comes. And yet, the life I feel pulling at my heart is not waiting for me to feel perfectly prepared. It's not waiting for my confidence to catch up. It's not waiting for my permission. It's waiting on my willingness. Because when I look at scripture, obedience so often comes before the confidence. Not after everything makes sense. Not after the fear is gone, but before. Before Abraham knew where he was going. Before Moses felt equipped to lead. Before Peter knew he could walk on water, they moved. And then they understood. They obeyed. And then their confidence grew. And I wonder if I've been trying to reverse that. Where have I confused being responsible with staying small? Waiting to feel ready before I allow myself to begin. Waiting to feel certain before I let myself be seen. But maybe momentum in these spaces, the vulnerable, creative, entrepreneurial ones, isn't built the same way. Maybe it doesn't start with structure. Maybe it starts with surrender, with showing up imperfectly, with letting it be messy, with choosing to move even when it feels exposed. I had to be honest with myself. I realized that if I can put it in words, I'm confident where it's safe and hesitant where it's personal. Because I already know how to be consistent. I just need to be consistent in the places that feel riskier. So I had to sit with myself and wonder, what would it look like to stop separating the two? To bring the same faithfulness that I carry in my home, in education, in my relationships, into the things that call me forward. What would happen if I stopped restarting in things that felt vulnerable, personal, and riskier, and I just kept going? and without asking myself for it to be perfect, for me to be fully confident, but for me to just be faithful. Maybe today isn't about having a full plan. Maybe it's just about saying yes again. And this time, not taking myself out of it. What's something that's been gently pulling at your heart that you may have been setting aside? Where in your life are you ready to show up with consistency? And how might that same steadiness look in areas that feel more vulnerable? What might change if you allowed yourself to take one small step forward, even before you feel fully ready? Thank you for joining me on The Quiet Cup.